Germans starting to make a push on to the strong point now.
The church carries that.
Yo, Paul, thank you for the tier 1. Dude, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for getting the subs back in here. Getting started. We're still back. Hell yeah, Burnt. What's up, baby? All right, Atlas is satcheled on the back here. 30 seconds on the clock for that satchel. Waste of a tank. I don't think he got
over
one
the point,
kill.
and the Germans start to cap.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Apparently, I am too short.
Here we go. Al Gore knocks 2 people. Mappy inside the bunker. Doesn't really know where he's at. That Greyhound is now dead. Germans continuing to go ahead and blitzkrieg into the middle objective here.
Yep, I see that.
Germans are still capping.
Just kidding, it's a medium. They're mediums on my tank mark, heading east down the main highway.
Artie starting to hit down on the Americans. It seems like it's German Artie. We have an American squad just way down by train wreck, starting to attack, put a garrison up. But, I mean, too little, too late. Like, they're not able to go ahead and build enough spawns for the Americans.
Kameni over here just wiping a whole squad, basically.
Well, yeah.
Damn, really
yeah,
does.
I mean, they're right in the middle of this
Can't
point
really
here.
keep you
Cleared out a whole
updated
bunker.
on him, but
McThickums looking
he's
for
way
the
over
inside
here
bunker
now.
here.
I lost sight of him. He's on the red road. Just
Trying to get in there.
down.
They know they're in there.
It's kinda quiet
Three
down.
quarters cap.
I mean, Germans still taking
There they
it.
go. Breaching the bunker inside. Xanax gets drops. McThickums gets 1. Walks away from the second. Gets
dropped.
shot on the second. Medium Sherman starts rolling up the center.
And it's going to be a solo, not even a TC.
And not only does he roll up the center, he passes the center entirely. Goes past the objective that's already about to be captured here. Pretty much useless at this point.
Yep. Germans still capping. Looks like they're going to take it.
I think people really understand armor so differently. I think they really think that armor is like impenetrable and it's not able to be killed. I really think that's like what people understand armor
Rinsler
as.
just flamed a bunker with someone inside of it.
Germans just continuing to capture this entire objective. Medium Sherman rolled up onto the back of the point here.
Jeffrey Epstein dying.
Oh my God, Rinsler! I do see him. What's that flamethrower? Dude, that flamethrower range is crazy now.
Yeah, dude, you can send that.
About a quarter cap for the Germans on the next objective, while the Americans continue to try to spearhead back into the center point here. Moving their way up.
I don't know if they have a garrison here.
Germans just superior on the gunfights. American Sherman up there starting to shoot finally. You have AT, or rather engineer, starting to roll up to him.
Sounds like the medium Sherman's popping off somewhere. Who knows where, though?
He's kind of just shooting trees, honestly. He hasn't actually shot anything.
MG42s are dropping people over here.
There you go. Panzer IV up the road. It takes a shot at the medium Sherman. That should do it for the Sherman here. Gets a side shot. Misses a side shot. He jumps out.
He's abandoning the tank.
An entire battlefield moment.
He's just
Panzer IV able to go ahead and quickly dispatch that.
The P4 can't
Gets another
kill
shot.
an empty Sherman, though.
He keeps shooting the turret there.
Misses. This
Oh
is
my God, dude.
something.
He had time to easily turn on that.
Yeah, this is something here.
Just focusing on the negative approach right now. Very slow.
Bomber coming over.
Oh my God, that tanker got absolutely destroyed. A grenade landed.
You know what the
perfect down.
ironic thing
Panzer
is?
IV takes it out.
He could have blown up that P4.
Easily. I can't believe he jumped out of the tank. Though.
He could have blown up that P4. Missed one and hit the turret the next one.
Recon. It looks like
Stewart now,
I can't
another
believe that.
solo tanker
Approach.
sending up onto the point.
Thank you for your sake for the lurk. This tank is so cooked, I know. Quarter cap
What is
on
going
the
on with
next
all these solo
objective.
tankers?
There's a tank about to be on approach.
I think they think it's like
You get some squads back there.
impenetrable. Like genuinely, I don't think they understand how easy these tanks are to be killed.
Stewart just rolling onto the point here.
Gamer, easily. They really don't have any anti-tank. It
Can we
seems
get
like
King Squad to build that garrison right
some
next
people
to
just
that?
rage and jump out of the tanks. It seems like it.
It's crazy.
They really don't have any anti-tank. It seems like. Some people just rage and jump out of the tanks. It seems like it. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, I'd rage too if I died that much.
Panzer IV rolling up. It does have a pocket NG, but I don't think it's really going to be necessary.
Yeah, Georgia King, you can head back to the commander guard mark. Thank you.
There's Rinsler with the flamethrower again, just torching the whole
You can
force
see
there.
it through the trees.
Yeah. I think, honestly, that flamethrower adjustment was amazing. Another flamethrower coming up here. He got popped here. And it looks like things have stabilized for sure. Germans, Americans both stalemating down the center here.
On Southern Dead.
Oh my god, Kameni with a headshot on his 1911.
Germans now have
Panzer
garrisons north and south of Southern Approach, so they settled pretty nicely here.
I think Panzer IV starting to roll in as well.
It is. It's
Rinsler with this flamethrower.
throwing some MG rounds right where Rinsler's flames.
Dude, they're... Oh my god. Rinsler is just torching this entire thing. That looks so awesome. Gets one!
He has
He has a
three
whole
more people
squad
to
in front
go.
of him.
Oh, and the Panzer IV
Oh,
friendly fires him.
No! Gets killed by his own teammate. Panzer IV trying to provide some support here.
I mean, that Panzer IV has a whole grip of U.S. infantry you can be shooting at right here. Mort with the flamethrower.
He knows where he's at.
Then he goes down. Love seeing all
Stewart
the flamethrowers.
directly in line of sight here as well. Best roller 2 game. Agreed.
U.S.
Yeah,
making a really good push with their infantry onto the point here, contesting it. But that Panzer IV is going to cause them all sorts of trouble.
Agreed. Panzer IV rolling in. Americans are still spearheading this. There's a second tank out there
Stewart
too.
is still
Southern
up
approach.
and not
Might be too close, though.
really doing
Oh, he
much.
not for long there.
Yeah,
not
that
for
looked
long.
like
He
that
just
shot
got
came right
at.
over him.
Ultra
Yeah,
Gamer
careful,
backing up into a tree.
He's going to get stuck here.
Amazing riveting gameplay.
He has no idea where he's going because he's a solo tanker.
Rinsler gets killed again with that flamethrower. Brian, think he's falling.
There is a heavy tank slowly making its way to approach. It's kind of just
I
providing
knew
some
it.
fire
I
there.
heard that.
Yeah, it's sitting pretty far
Stewart
back
is
right now.
stuck.
Still not marked.
On the left flank.
I don't know who's in the heavy, but you're not
Oh,
gonna make it
he's
through the
dipping
forest.
in. He's trying to get out of there. He's hitting every single tree on the way in. It is absurd. There he goes. Stewart starting to go ahead and roll up now. Is he going to be able to go ahead and get this tank? No, because he stops, gets out, and looks at the front of it. Looking for scattered infantry. Nails Mr. Mister right in the chest.
Panzer IV starting to move up a little bit here. It has a
Americans
really good
starting to
angle
get
on
in.
the point. Stewart just non-penned on it, I believe. Yeah, Stewart
yeah.
trying to kill the Panzer IV from the front here. Panzer IV does not know where it's getting shot from. But Stewart's not going to give up here.
You can see the Panzer IV just does not have the depression
It's getting
on that
smoked out now.
Stewart. But if I know my guy that's solo tanking, he's going to drive right in front of it, right at the front of his hull. I guarantee you, after he hits about 10 trees maybe.
Panzer IV starting to push it a little bit. Engineer coming up behind him. That's a shotgun. This Panzer IV might get satcheled.
Frog.
Oh, he goes down.
Gets shot.
Infantry covering him.
Here's the Stewart, continues to drive directly in front of a Panzer IV, thinking his armor is far superior and his skills are superior.
He is-
Little does he know he is about to get
He's really doing it.
destroyed.
Panzer IV misses.
Somehow
They're
dodges
trying to
another
build
shot.
another
Whoever the
Panzer
gunner
IV.
is here is really struggling with this Panzer IV.
Yeah.
Here he is, continues to drive.
There it goes. I don't know.
I would love to interview this guy and understand what in the
Lord,
world
can
he was
snipe their
thinking.
garrison on
You know?
George Mark?
I don't know,
You might be
man.
able to
Like,
shoot it from
Makes
what
me
is
sad
the
on the
logic
inside.
behind driving in front of a fucking medium tank with the light tank?
Can you
I
shoot
don't
the garrison on
understand.
George Mark? You should be able to see it.
Sounds
from
like
where
the
you're at.
heavy tank is having some issues here. He's firing a
Get the
lot of
tree,
shots.
Heavy
you
tank
should
is
be able to shot if you go forward.
sat very far back.
Yeah, I gotta find a good position.
Oh, he's stuck. That's why he's shooting.
Oh, is he? Oh, he is.
Panther's stuck.
Oh,
He
that's
is
no wonder to
pinned,
shoot
not
away.
moving anywhere.
Yeah, that's not going
How in the
anywhere.
world?
Good old
Oh man, he
400.
got really stuck on some trees.
Yeah, that's not.
That's a
not going
shame.
Anywhere. Good old
Fridge
Hill
says that I
400.
thought I was a bad tanker. No, brother. There's a lot of bad tankers.
Mm-hmm.
There's always worse. That Panther's in bad shape? Absolutely. He is not getting out of there, dude. Going back to the battle here, right in the middle. I mean, the teams are doing pretty good. Like, the Americans are still focusing dead center there. They can probably focus until they run out of spawns, which they did. No more spawns for the Americans.
Panzer IV slowly moving up, but it's starting to break away from infantry here, so it could be AT'd very easily.
Gunfight, check maps, guys.
Is he going down the road still?
He
Yeah,
is, and recon goes over and shows nothing but enemies to his left.
I will say, I mean, the Americans, they don't have anything. They have one outpost, and that's it.
Oof.
No spawns whatsoever. Panzer IV has a great point of view here.
He did get
I will
it.
say, although his gunner is missing a lot of shots, he's doing a really good job of setting himself up. I imagine that's probably the commander getting these different positions. I mean, really great spot here, able to go ahead and back up, go forward, whatever he needs. He needs to be mindful of infantry flanking him.
And they do have a pocket engine. He keeps coming back for him.
Oh, that's good. What's the server? We're in the draft house. If you want to join up, draft house is the server. I've been stuck so many times in the beginning. You have to learn how to traverse the environment. I will say with armor, always be safe. Don't be too risky. T-14 coming up for the rocket on the back. Gets the engineer. One rocket in. One more needs to go in. Galore trying to drive out of here and turn. Does successfully turn. Gets a good angle.
It's going to be tough, though. I mean, this is still 400. T-14's got a lot of angles he can move with here. It's going to be real easy for him to get around this thing.
Galore has no idea. Lim Jahe also have no idea. T-14 flanks all the way around with the rocket.
He's going to get him here.
Here he comes.
There it goes.
Panzer IV is down. T-14 with the quick dispatch on that Panzer IV. Bombing run coming into the objective. Big bombing run over the American objective right through the tree line here. Going for their own teammate. Gets the sniper. Their own sniper is down. That was a very interesting bombing run. It wasn't really over the objective, and it only killed one friendly.
Like it was supposed to be an airhead bombing run combo, but they mistimed it.
I mean, why are they putting an airhead there?
They were doing the bombing run thing, it looks like.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, entire allied team just comes over and
that one
immediately
wrong.
takes that down. That Panther gonna need some, yeah, masterclass AT right there. Agreed. That flank was perfect. I mean, he read his moves very well. Mandible running the shoddy with the assault class.
Things have slowed down a little bit here. Germans now just have one garrison south of approach. They're not settled too much anymore. The U.S. could just walk right in from church.
What server? This is the draft house. Draft house server.
Ooh, my
Slender and
God,
wild.
artillery just annihilated that man.
Fantastic, guys.
U.S. starting to take mid.
Are they really? Wow, very impressive. I will say they're not in a good rate position at the moment, but
They are
their team is
winning the gunfights currently on the point. Rinsler flamethrowing T-14 there.
Again, I want to try that flamethrower.
Oh,
man.
it's
It seems
fun.
Super fun.
It's really fun. It's in a good place right now.
Is it a crossplay server? No servers are crossplay.
Germans are defending now.
Americans are still in it, man. They're still capturing it.
Oh, there we go. Germans losing again.
I think the only one is Rinsler,
Yeah.
right in the middle.
The U.S. are winning their
running up to him.
gunfights.
Here's
comes
the flamethrower
T-14
getting
again.
ready.
Approach is being capped. You guys need to be
T-14 getting around him.
This is an
Rinsler's
American
not
bombing
here.
run, I think. Oh, this might not be good.
Hey, are they doing
Oh, bombing run goes over what they suspected enemy garrison. Gets a huge hit off one. Big
Ooh,
spawn
that's-
wave.
that's
Oh
hit.
my God.
That's hitting
Gets
good.
the garrison. Took out a spawn wave there off that garrison. German reinforcements coming up. They are able to defend. Not enough Americans in there. I think the problem with the Americans right now, they don't have spawns, man. They just
Rinsler
don't
with
have spawns.
another flamethrower kill before going down.
Nice. There is so much fire
The
around
Germans
this. I would love
immediately
to do a whole
rebuild that
squad.
garrison to the south, so they're doing okay there. But again, they're losing control of the strong points. They got to fight to take that back here.
Sanex knows there's a guy next to him. He heard the barbed wire. They are just crawling right next to each other. McThickham's out there as well. Hermes gets one.
Germans have now taken back the point.
Again, they have great spawns. The Americans just don't have any good spawns. They have yet to put an attacking garrison.
Xanax, the medic, taking down
Gets
an MG.
one, nice. T-14 coming around the corner. Does he see this guy? Termis tosses a grenade. I think T-14 might see him. No, he
Nice,
doesn't.
shoots someone else. He takes down that medic. Kermis takes down another one with Car 98 there.
Termis is in a really cheeky spot there, man.
U.S. starting to take the point again here. Recon showing that they've
hold the
lost the
bunker.
whole north side, and the U.S. just has control of that strong point.
You see here from the top down, the whole south side is all Germans, but the north side is covered by the Americans. Sounds like a big tank coming in. Sorry, medium Sherman is rolling in.
That
Seems like at
Panther
least a
is
duo.
still stuck, so this tank might be in.
They're still?
Yeah, this tank might do some damage here.
Jesus. This is a 3-man Sherman here, rolling up, gets stuck immediately on a tree.
Supplies, that'd be great.
But they're trying to push up and put some weight on that point as they still are losing it. A lot of TTVs today. Two-Faced, Permaholic. I saw like another one.
They're out and about.
Very interesting.
Man, me and,
All you streamer
Fox
people.
are
Oh, man. Streamers, all right?
Germans still losing this point, though. They have a big push from the south, but
looks
I don't know,
like
they need to get up into that strong point and start controlling it.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
medium
yeah,
Sherman
yeah.
is not going to do them any favors here.
Where they're all going to be.
Bad map for armor, they say. Every map can be
Germans
bad.
now defending wall capping church currently.
Oh, they are capping church. Quarter cap
Sherman's
as well.
coming in now.
Biggie and asked, do you have any tips for new players? Fresh
Take
with
once in the butt.
Take it slow.
Take it
Repeat
slow.
that, repeat that.
You
That's
ran,
what she said.
Could talk
ran
all
the
day
tank-
about it.
ran the tank while my guy's driving it.
Agreed.
Germans now have taken control of the strong point. They might back cap here.
I think they will. I mean, again, Americans have no spawns at all.
And he says there's infantry around him and us.
Stefan, thank you so much for the
Oh,
follow.
Medium Sherman getting
Wilbur, coming
satchel immediately.
Easy satchel there.
On the right side, though, so
right
they
up.
can
Gonna get the
disarm
carrot.
this if they realize it, but I don't think they did.
What is wrong with you?
They don't have any infantry near them.
No, they're going to go here.
No
They don't
clue.
know what's on.
There's tons of infantry on your Gary mark.
Good play by the
Yeah,
Germans
got it.
there, because this
Figured
tank
out
was going to
coming
give them some trouble.
We gotta be going on the radar somewhere.
Oh no, Kameni has no idea. Quad in the armor is about to go down. Only a couple seconds left.
There it goes.
There they go.
U.S.
Sherman
still
is
taking
down.
the point here, though.
They are defending their other objective too, though.
This could flip the other way.
Americans are in the point. Oh my god, I hit a mine or something inside the bunker. Took that
Mandible
guy down.
goes down.
MP40.
Germans now defending it.
Rob,
Germans have
fine.
complete control of the south here, which is good, which is what they need to with Trainwreck being on that side. I mean, this is a pretty solid front line here from the Germans coming up.
Moving up.
But again, the
Rob.
U.S. are in the strong point right here, and that's what's causing so many problems to the Germans.
They're just leaving that main alley open, and they're about a quarter cap in.
Ooh, Rinsler back with the
Flamethrower comes over.
flamethrower.
Oh my god!
Xanax and
Over
Haymaker.
the cover is crazy.
He
Here
needs
he
to
goes
set-
again
Oh,
with
the
another
grenade.
flamethrower.
Oh, and all
Oh
those
my
U.S. soldiers are
god!
wiped.
I'm seeing body parts and limbs go flying.
And just like that,
Yeah,
wiping those
you
three
gotta grab
players,
tank there.
Germans are
You're gonna
defending
have to
again here because that
just
was
fucking
a lot of strong point cap there.
Really well done. Quarter cap.
Meanwhile, this
still.
whole time, that Panther's still back there stuck.
You need tow cables in this game. How does
I don't know why they haven't just respawned at this point.
They got the gas over here.
Rinsler Gets
more
nailed
there's a
with one
basic
shot there.
commercial
I think the
game
trick to the
out there.
flamethrower is
How that
shooting
is
over
some
cover, it seems like.
Yeah, it's
single
pre-firing.
developer bullshit.
Around corners, over cover. Yeah, it's a fun weapon
pretty
now.
safe.
It's not like the best weapon in the game, obviously, 'cause it's hella loose, but on this kind of map, it works really well.
Yeah.
If you can sneak up on
Yeah,
people.
they buffed the flamethrower. It's stronger now,
Oh, that was a juicy
and
grenade.
it shoots like 2 or 3 times further.
Man, this is a vicious fight on the strong point here for mid. Germans trying to push up from the south.
Yeah, the
They're doing
topography's
it.
not working out for the Germans, but I mean, they're
it's-
just flooding with numbers.
It's
dude.
quite literally an uphill battle for them.
No one is making any room at all. Both teams back to back here on the objective.
Top coming around with a
Not
flank
moving.
here. Carbine out. He's about to wipe. He's pushing 4 players right now. Brings down 1. Getting up top. Oh, and he goes down.
Oh my god, his body like flipped over, legs going crazy here. His body has seen better days.
Again here, the Germans
Commander, what
capping,
have you got
but
to
the
make
U.S.
for your
has
entry?
the strong point, so they're going to keep causing issues here. They really need to get a hold control of the point here.
Oh, wrong set.
Damn. These gunfights are brutal, dude.
Stop getting that Gary up, guys.
I still think the Germans have just far more control. They're very much centralized on that south and southeast
Yeah,
side.
they're slowly encircling it. They now have a garrison a little bit closer to approach, which is going to enable them to walk right in the backside, which should make this a lot easier for them.
The Americans have a garrison on the red zone. Again, bad spawns for Americans. They are just not able to make anything
Our
happen.
defense is holding. You can
They can
stand
get this
there.
Remy smoke. They might have a
Well, starting to
chance.
start cap again here. Just they're in
They
the strong
do.
point, and that's what's setting them over here.
Americans also have an airhead up, and that's what's allowing them to push into the point here. Their garrison that is a red zone and the airhead both up. This is their time to capitalize on it and just dive this objective. They can get enough people in there. I think they can start really capturing. We have a
100%. They just
perfect
need,
way in.
if they keep doing this, they'll cap it. I mean, they just need to keep the Germans out of the strong point here.
Agreed. T-14 shooting some
And
rockets.
they are going full in on that. This is about 2 squads worth of infantry now looking over the ridge, just laying some fire into this bunker south of the point. And they are clearing the Germans
Flamethrower
out.
going back. Mandible using the flamethrower against them now.
They are wiping the Germans off the south side.
Frog using his
Half
shotgun.
here. No control over the strong
Okay.
point for the Germans.
This is intense. These guys are not playing here. Some of the Americans
Big
started falling off.
Push from the east side here for the Germans trying to get into that strong point. They're getting wiped
need
as
to
they run
stop
up.
this.
Yeah, I'm spawning. It'll take a second.
The Americans need to stop the advance.
They doing
only have a
great
few
job
people.
of it. But they're winning those gunfights, and it's really making the difference here.
Pretty close. They
Commander
did
goes
get another
down.
spawn wave off. 3/4 cap at this point. Pushing into the objective,
It's-
making another charge.
I think the U.S. is going to take this here.
North, I can get an attack and Gary up.
It stopped, and the Germans are starting to capture the next
let me-
point.
Well, U.S. still taking mid here.
On you.
Just do it
It's
around
close.
the,
McDickums moving up to try to pop a few guys here, just playing cap or wait right now.
U.S.
Leading in the follow.
have complete control over the circle here, so they're going to take this.
There we go.
Good cover.
It
There
has
it goes.
been taken
And
by the
Trainwreck
Americans.
is already
And
contested
they
here.
hold it.
The Germans are very,
so cluttered.
very spread out here, and they don't have really any control in between approach and train wreck. There's only 1 OP there.
The Americans do not have... Oh, no, they do have spawns now, finally, for the first time in the game. Germans starting to push that south.
There's about 1 German squad here still fighting over approach, but as they get wiped, it's just going to be harder and harder for them.
Again, the topography is just not playing into the Germans' hands.
No.
They are just at a natural disadvantage on the bottom of this hillside.
Yeah, they keep fighting over that 1 choke point up into the circle, and it's just not working out for them. The U.S. is just picking them off as they run up, and that's it. I mean, they have complete control over this point now.
Oh
They're-
my
they are
god.
just shredding the Germans. Or what's left
These
of them.
Thompsons are crazy.
Yeah.
Garrison will be down
Solid
a few.
slug gets the last one on the back of the bunker, and the Americans do clear out the majority of the Germans now as they transition to Trainwreck, which is going to be the next objective here.
The Germans are now spread out, and the one garrison they have south of Trainwreck is already going down.
Some help back on train, guys. They're taking down our Garys.
Very curious to see what'll happen from here. Will the Germans come back, or
I'm not gonna have
will the
supply drop
Americans
for a minute. We're gonna have
continue to go ahead and
use,
push?
Supply guy checking
They have the
them out.
momentum now. They have some good spawns as well.
Germans might have shot themselves in the foot here. They have one defensive garrison. They have one red zone garrison around approach, which is not in an ideal place. It's going to bring a lot of blueberries out of the cap zones.
There's a Panzer IV with a satchel on it. Doesn't even realize about to blow up. Gonna kill a couple friendlies as well. There goes the Panzer IV here. I do believe it took out a friendly or two.
I heard that in the
I
distance.
think Frog survived, but definitely, yeah. One guy definitely got exploded by his teammate. Easily taking that Panzer IV. This is one of, if not the hardest tank map, for sure.
U.S. starting to push down the hill now.
Foot.
Germans are resettling. They have a nice garrison formation around Trainwreck, but they just need to get map control. They are full defensive right here with a couple squads trying to push approach, but not working out just yet. But again,
You can see at the bottom.
they got to push uphill.
Yeah, that's so tough. The Germans are all the way at the bottom by the train station here, and the Americans slowly moving their way down, naturally able to go ahead and see a lot more than the Germans will ever see.
I mean, they're just running right
unless
past
they
each
pivot.
other
Oh,
right now.
huge spawn by the Germans. Germans must have some sort of garrison or some sort of airhead. Yeah, definitely got a garrison behind or on the top side of the Americans. Mandible going in with the
It is
flamethrower.
very far back there. It is north of approach.
Rinsler moving the flamethrower back the other way. Torching Mandible's body here. What's up, Orange? How are you, man? I think the Germans can still stay in this. Like, they have
can.
such good spawns every time.
They just need to keep it together here and control the map, but this red zone garrison is not going to do them any favors right now, I don't think. Unless they catch
Is
the
this the
U.S.
red zone?
unguarded.
Oh, I see.
Guys, if you have any tech markers, please put them on the map.
What game is this? This is called Hell Let Loose. This is a 50 versus 50 player game on Hill 400 at the moment.
Sending a recon flight over, guys. Check your maps in a minute.
Recon coming over.
It's going to be a German recon.
Blowing loads, gets one killed on Wild there.
They see the
Moving
push
over to
coming
Al
to train
Gore.
wreck here. It's about one spot.
Oh my god.
Flight's
She
up.
just rips them apart.
I mean, this is going to be the hard part for him, is just running up that hill in the fire.
The hill is so difficult to climb up, man. Americans slowly going ahead and starting to wrap their hands around the objective here. You can see they're slowly getting around from all sides. Trainwreck is pinned by
Stewart
one
is about to get
garrison.
satcheled. Oh, almost. Two-Face takes him down with the pistol.
Where's the Stewart?
It is
Oh,
on
Stewart's
top of
way
Hill
back there?
400. Oh, and Two-Face goes down. It's now down to a duo.
There's Stewart on the king marker.
Why is he out of the tank?
He fended off a satchel person.
Getting satcheled?
While
Ah,
the
gotcha.
TC next to him just kind of sat there. Or not
Yeah.
TC, excuse me, SL.
The squad leader.
Yeah.
Oh, he just got shot. Get back in your tank, man. Sergeant Dash coming up with a rocket, ready to go ahead and shoot him. Stewart trying to get out of here, driving directly towards the enemies.
That turret's
Here
starting to
comes
go
Dash.
180 here. Although they're in a Stewart.
He's
so
running
not much
away.
good that'll do them. They're going to get away. Good for them.
It's be a hard shot for him, yeah. Very curious to see what the Stewart decides to do.
There is
To
another
be useful, this Stewart needs to be so far back.
train wreck starting to flash here because that red zone garrison north of approach is taking a lot of weight away from anything. Half of the German team right now is just kind of in no man's land, not providing any cap weight.
Stewart's doing just a 3-point turn here, trying to go back and get his guy.
Germans
As the,
need to be very, very
yeah.
careful with this push here. If they get hung up on this north push, they're going to lose train wreck pretty quickly because they're going to let a little bit of the U.S. team walk in here.
Two-Face running back in his tank, trying to get in. He's in now.
Both points starting to flip here.
Yeah, it does look like the Germans are able to go ahead and flank all the way around. They're doing a really good job of pivoting. But are they taking too much off of the objective?
This could go either way here.
Enemy airhead landing from the air. Check the air.
That is going to be
an airhead.
U.S. airhead landing there.
Different defense. Check the air.
Is that a good idea for the Americans?
I don't know. I mean, the Germans throwing a lot into the attack right now.
Airhead southeast of train wreck, southeast.
This is admin POV. Is that tank still stuck, dude? Don't tell me
No,
that
there's a different one coming now.
Okay, it's a Panther. There is a Satchler right on top of him. And he gets it off.
Put the pressure on the attack.
Easy Satchel. Extra burnt here.
Yeah, I'm
Trying to stay alive. Somehow dodges 3 tank shells. Wonka, I have no idea they have a satchel on him. Oh, they do get the Satchler.
U.S.
but they
airhead
cannot
is
get the-
down.
My Gary
Like it's landed.
Not that good on it. It's just that direction.
I'm sorry, the Panther is satcheled, about to blow up here.
U.S. airhead is
There he
going to become
goes.
active here. The Germans can't find it. And the Germans
Airhead
are now
is
taking
great, I will
approach.
say. Pretty significantly, too, huh?
This is a bad time for an attacking airhead with the U.S.
Clear. Now it's out. I'm gonna go spawn.
What's over? This is the draft
Man, if you
house.
like, you
sir.
can give me some supplies to
Fresh
the south
and I
around my OP.
own
It's
this
gonna be
with a
my
bunch of
supplies
buddies.
marker. I can get your new Gary.
There's Rinsler.
If the defense
Just using that flamethrower again, man. T14, is it? No, King Vaughn pushing up to Rinsler.
Another Panther. Middle.
Oh my god, Rinsler torches him! And his
How you
barbecue.
going through so many goddamn tanks? We only died once.
This game reminds me of Enlisted. They are both World War II games.
This is Hill 400, sir. You don't drive a tank here.
Things are starting to slow down. American airhead is still
Literally.
good, but
And
it
this
doesn't look
map
like anyone's
is a
spawning.
fucking bitch
I will
to
say
find.
the Americans
Yeah,
have
Godspeed for
almost
trying, bro.
no
Honestly,
garrisons.
Probably smart
By their
not to use that airhead right now.
I agree. Huge spawn wave by the Americans as well. Looks like to go ahead and defend this objective.
south side of
Equally,
Trainwreck
big
sounds like
spawn
it's
wave by the
lighting up pretty
Germans
big.
looking to attack the
another
center
recon flight over
objective.
there.
But Americans have no spawns relatively close by Southern, except the one.
Enemy has a garrison north somewhere.
This is a good push from the Germans from the north side here, but it's,
Oh, nice, I know.
it's mainly OPs.
Thanks, bruv. There are a few guys inside of the circle, it looks like.
Yeah, they're starting to do some damage. I mean, they have the high ground now.
I guess they didn't get that airhead.
And there's just that trail
Yeah,
of
we
U.S.
forgot
going
it's
from
like
approach
there.
to train wreck.
Check maps, guys.
And equally, I mean, the Germans are doing the same thing from the Hill 400 to the center point here, Southern approach.
All right, here we go. Both teams capping again.
They are almost equidistant. It does look like the Americans are winning just a little bit. And the Americans are starting to also defend.
Opal mark.
Oh my god, these grenades are disgusting this round. There's so many good grenades.
How do you know?
Just sounds like a bombing run.
Bombing run. Here it comes.
Keep the pressure up on the
This is
attack.
going to be an
guys.
American
We're-
bombing run
it
going
looks
for
like we're starting
train
to hold.
station.
I think there's a bombing run coming.
Does it hit its mark? Does get a handful of enemies as it pivots towards the train station itself.
Right now, the Germans are getting into the strong point, though, on approach. And they are now
I
starting
think that
to
was
take
a pretty
it.
good dare.
This is a good
I think
push from the Germans. But if the U.S. turns around, they could easily recover from this.
And the Americans did not take out the German garrison with that either.
George, they're dropping supplies.
So they have their spawn still, and they're out of a bombing run.
U.S. starting to react here, and they're turning around.
Yeah, the Americans are doing a really good job on that gunplay, huh? They are getting a lot of kills.
They're winning their fights every time I look at them.
Oh my god, double grenade here.
The German push is starting to dissipate here. It looks like the U.S. is recovering really, really well.
They do have just the one good spawn. They have, it seems
there are
like
a few
spawn
gunfights away from
south side.
holding here. There's only about one OP pushing
For placing
approach, and it's far.
on the south side.
They have just really good
have
defense
supplies
at the
for
moment.
another
I think
minute.
there's one dedicated squad that is strictly defending.
It looks like the Germans did
Remember-
equally a good job recovering train wreck as well. It seems like both teams are kind of realizing the danger and pulling back when things are not going their way, which is smart.
Oh, guy just got popped right when he put his OP up.
What kind of tank
Hey.
is that back there?
Heavy
They have a
tank
light tank
is
somewhere
almost
back
made it to the
here.
party here finally.
Enemy loot somewhere.
This
north.
Stewart has
Tank
gone
mark.
all the way back. I think he's looking for some sort of heavy tank.
There's now a Panther on train wreck.
Oh, it's the Omar Valley.
A Stewart going down and
Mark
taking out back
like 5
garrisons.
seconds.
Commander is spotting it for his team.
Dead accurate marker. King marker. King marker. Garrison.
It's
King
not
marker,
dead accurate.
Garrison. Dead accurate. Dead accurate.
I find it very risky that they're just driving right down the middle of the road.
No
This-
one's-
the main
Oh,
road.
big
No
tank.
one's back there to
Where's this
fight it.
Panther at?
It's on
Never
train
mind
wreck.
about the tank marker. It's moved.
They
What's
now
up, Balto?
have
How are you, man?
They now
Curtis.
have an accurate
understand it, but I
mark
can't type it
on
to
the U.S. garrison that is in between approach and
A
train
loose-
wreck.
a
And
light
Germans
tank.
are taking approach again here.
Lux is us.
Dog Squad has gotten really good control over the strong
people
point.
right now.
They're giving the Americans a
Okay,
lot of problems here.
Sorry.
What do you got? You got
My teammates are telling me things, you know.
Thank you so much for the tier 1 subby. What's up, Grim Reaper? How are you,
I'll give you
man?
the medium mid if you want that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Chris EOD inside the bunker gets dropped by blowing loads.
Hey, friendly heavy, be careful. They have a
What
light
a
tank
name,
somewhere
dude.
in the H line.
Crazy.
Panther is once again, I mean, he's staying next to an OP, which is good radar, but man, this map is
I
hard
don't
for
see him.
tanking.
He's in train wreck still?
He's on train wreck.
I hear him.
Yeah. Germans are starting to lose.
Gotta really stay to the
All
main
their
road.
garrisons are on train wreck. They can't rebuild them fast enough here.
Nice, thank you.
I will say there is a really good spot you can set up like way south of the map on train wreck
They're trying.
that I
mean,
do.
they're rebuilding as
enjoy,
they go, but they're going against some good recon on the other team.
Panther starting to move forward. It looks like he's just moving straight into enemy lines.
Hey, Garrison on King marker.
How are you doing this? I always want to watch instead of fight sometimes. Yeah, you just gotta own your server, bro. Sebastian, thank you for calling.
Panther's slowly pushing up here, but I mean, after this, it's kind of no man's land for it.
Agreed. He's stepping out a little too far, especially in this type of foliage.
Yeah, this is a gamble.
Not really good.
This is definitely a gamble.
He does have a lot of friendlies starting to push up with him. I don't
Yeah.
know how long for.
Germans starting to take approach again here. I think they did bring down the garrison that was in between both points, which is
Hey,
absolutely
Bravo
huge.
George item if one of you guys have
That's good.
supplies.
They
near
did.
you.
All right, so that was the
What's the
What's the
main
bright side?
garrison that the U.S.
Nope.
was using to map control.
Yeah, Sebastian, say whatever you want to say in the chat.
They've now rebuilt one on approach.
Wait, say again.
We need
Would you ever
back
give
garrison.
each team some
Yeah, I'm trying, man.
intel to simulate? No,
Yeah, I know,
definitely.
just
We don't
simulate
give
that.
anyone any insight when we're doing admin cam. Maybe for like an event, that's something we could do, but not for like a regular game.
South side is hot. Everybody's running over.
I know, Balto's crazy. Leave it to Wonka to charge, always.
Panther's now. I mean, it's not in the worst spot, but that's tough. I mean, look at the hill that Panther's got to climb.
Yeah, like I'm just curious what his strategy is here, because it's almost impossible to go up at this point.
All right, both teams.
And if you're gonna
capping
go
again.
that far deep, I mean, I don't know.
At that point, you're kind of
Over
just
here,
hoping you
going
take
down.
approach so you can push church.
Man,
but,
I
mean,
just
that's
built
a
that
big-ish.
God, the Panther does look so good in
You're
this
winning
map,
the
though.
cap
I will
race.
say.
Ooh, the U.S. recon has done a great job. Wow, the U.S. has just come in and really taken the south of the map here. They are on train wreck. This is not looking good for the Germans.
Yeah, Panther does look like he's doubling back now.
I mean, the Germans have to do something here, otherwise they're going to lose train wreck. The U.S. has kind of just swept it from under their feet.
They absolutely do. They're way in there, too. Lots of Americans, all in the strong point. Germans do have a garrison just north of them, right?
No. They are all gone.
Oh, they lost the garrison. Oh, no. They had that garrison marked for quite a while. Halfway cap for the Americans.
They just need to get some bodies back here, but there's no spawns. They're holding.
Yeah, I just see DJ. DJ looks like he's in here.
Germans are holding. The heavy's on its way back here, too.
Well.
Wow. That was crazy.
Oh, my God. He is just leading this forest.
Yeah. Yeah, they got it.
It's going to be hard for this Panther to get in here, dude. There are too many angles for him.
They just need to be careful here, but they got to get back to friendlies before an engineer or assault player, AT player jumps on them.
Dude, I got supplies jumping down here, train wreck.
All right, Germans have done a really, really good job here by taking the point back. They just need to get their garrisons rebuilt and they'll be okay.
Do the Americans have any more garrisons? Oh my God, that guy got hit right in the back of the chest with the freaking rocket launcher. Dear God. Americans going for another spawn. It looks like they do have a garrison up there. They're trying to look for him, but they don't see it.
Fox, you gonna build a Gary there?
My worst nightmare is being in an enclosed position with the tank. Yeah, this is a tough spot, especially the Panther. I feel like the Panther is the worst one to have in this scenario.
I mean, it's tough. U.S. going to try and build a garrison behind train wreck here.
This thing does not move at all in first gear.
Germans not giving up the push on approach, though, but again, they're just losing the fights over it.
Alex, we're in the draft house, sir.
All right.
You want to come check us out?
Good work.
It's Buckeye.
Train wreck back under control here.
Rinsler versus Buckeye. Rinsler is in range with the flamethrower.
This garrison on approach
Get them!
letting people out.
Oh my God. Dude, Rinsler is a menace. Menace with this flamethrower. You want to stream our game later? I have no idea which game you're streaming. Playing. Trainwreck has no American garrisons on it at all.
Yeah,
it looks like
they've done a good job recovering it.
I'm gonna get it. There's fucking
good.
people over
They've
here.
pushed all the way back to southern approach. 40 minutes left in the clock. DJ shooting him.
Supplies on the attack.
Right to the channel. Running
We do need a Gary here.
down here. Gets popped,
Marker
but
up for you still.
Yeah, I'm a little more worried about trying to defend train wreck right now. We can't keep it. We can't keep our
Panther,
garrisons down here.
Curtis?
Defense.
Panther trying to figure out a way to get in
Just
action.
reminding.
is he still south?
Tell me when you want it.
Yeah,
He
he
just
can't.
marked.
He can't figure out a way up the hill without like going all the way around into enemies.
I mean, it's such a bad spot to push from here. Like, it's either got to go all the way around or double back.
I think he might send it. Can't.
All good, Curtis.
Gotta move that.
Top on top
Yo,
of the
Panther,
tank
you're
there.
getting saturated in a few seconds. You're getting saturated right now. You're getting saturated right now.
Oh
Panther.
no!
Who's getting set?
Panther.
Oh my God! Top gets chopped in half by the Panther.
Good job, you got him.
And the driver's having a lot of fun here.
I mean, they just gotta fly. They're all on their own right now. And if they just got marked, that's not great.
Yeah.
There's AT up the hill. I can see that. Oh boy, this is gonna get real rough for him.
I'm so curious what this Panther is gonna do, dude.
They're gonna roll
I'm
right into a
very
bunch
curious.
of U.S. infantry is what's gonna happen.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
AT's about to
I'm
swarm.
not positive. He's marked for sure. I'm watching AT starting to move. I will say the Germans are getting close to the objective at this point. They've had a lot of time to go ahead and push up.
This Panther keeps stalling.
Panther's having a lot. Yeah, why does he keep stalling? I don't
They're trying
understand
to
why.
shift gears too fast.
Yeah, like he has not been moving at all. He needs to really get the
They
speed
keep
up.
getting caught on the third gear. All right, here comes
You gotta commit
top
to it.
to spot the tank, and there is an assault player right above them. They got to be really careful with this.
I think they see him.
Tried taking a shot, they miss.
Gotta commit. You gotta commit. You
They're
can't
able to make
stop.
garrisons all
They
the
gotta
way
just
back
get it
there.
before
P14.
we go now.
Coming up as well.
Thank you,
my
somebody.
God, he got freaking
Here comes C14 with the satchel, trying to jump on it. He's on it. He's gonna get the satchel on. Satchel is on.
What a crazy play by T14 jumping on the tank there.
He is completely safe right now, too.
They have no idea. They have no idea he's there. This is what happens when
They need to stop and shoot a tree and get the satchel off.
They have lost their window for sure. T14 showing them how it's done easily. Gets the left side of the turret there. One guy jumps out.
There it goes.
Oh my God.
Yep, they got swarmed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the plan was there. Like, I don't know.
Oh, and in the meantime, Germans are losing train anchor. They do have garrison set up to fall back, but they do have a really good presence and approach.
Yeah.
They just need one squad to go back, and they should be okay. Looks like it's not too bad of a push on it.
Yeah, if you get kicked for high ping, you want to do two things. One, you have a bad internet connection, or two, you need to pick a server that's closer to your area.
Your internet sucks.
Yeah. I hate to break it to you. You gotta pay for some better internet.
The Germans can't give up train wreck like this. They have 2 garrisons they can use to spawn on it. They gotta defend
halfway
this.
cap.
They can't give this up.
They're still pushing really hard on Southern.
I mean,
But
the U.S. is
you're absolutely
now
right.
just streaming in from the backside. That's a terrible way to give this up.
Americans are just destroying on the gunfights, dude. That was an epic way to go. Agreed. You went down with the ship.
This is going to be U.S. recon here. It's going to show the whole push from the Germans.
I've used AOL for 31 years now, and I didn't have problems.
I mean,
before.
the Germans are giving up the point from their own, from the north here. They just do not control north of train
They're
wreck.
defending it now.
Yeah, but the U.S.
They're
is
starting to
just
defend.
flowing in here.
Another
They
defense.
do have a
in the
lot of
attacking area.
map control here. They are spread out like
Appreciate
a
that, thank
plague
you.
as
Okay.
train wreck continues to go down. They
That
got
is a
3 people in there
reinforced down
defending
train wreck. I mean, they have garrisons all over train wreck. They just need to clear out the north side and they'll be okay. But I mean, this is a lot of infantry pushing in here.
Bombing run coming in. American bombing run.
Yeah, it's going to be over
It
that
is a
push. Probably.
weird.
76 pushing.
No, it's a weird bombing run. It is over
That is
one.
the whole push.
Not our bombs.
Man, that didn't take out anybody.
No.
That was the
I don't know
push
what was really
from the
over.
Germans, though. I guess it's still a little too late.
I don't know how Hugo survived. He stood behind one tree that completely blocked
That
the
is
blast.
hilarious.
That was insane. Germans dropping supplies as Lloyd working on taking them down
So,
here.
if
Catches them.
the Germans need a good push at this, they need a garrison at the bottom of G6 here, and they got to push in off of that. They can't keep
76
pushing from the
on
south
my,
here. That's not going to get them anywhere.
They have defended this whole thing. It looks good now.
Yeah, I mean, the Germans just
Good
haven't
second area.
shifted. They just keep pushing the south for the last, like, 20 minutes here. It's
Comes
a half
we
hour.
can play east-west.
And it's
on the
all
south side of
uphill,
the map.
but they can build a garrison
new
G6
attacking
and
area
just push it
infantry.
from the east side
Yeah,
here
but
and
the
keep it
guy's
level.
showing.
It's really tough, though, because it takes so much
Target
weight
work,
off
guys.
the
Looks like we
point. So
cleared
it's
out
a
the
tough
south side.
balance.
You
between
gotta
the
stay in
two
that
objectives.
G6, G7, and just make sure you're just
Yeah.
fighting that line. But they do have a good garrison set up right now for defense, but I mean, it's gonna be so hard to take approach from pushing uphill.
Tank coming up. Seems like a
Garrison.
heavier tank. Got a
Garrison
Panzer
bumping
IV,
dead body.
sorry, rolling up. Rinsler gives it a little bit of fire. Cooking the boys
76
inside.
now trying to do some damage, but it is hurting.
Look southeast, welcome.
He is absolutely by himself.
He's hurting. They're going for a double rep here. There's an
Stepbro
assault
coming
player.
up. I don't know if he's got a satchel. He
There-
does have a satchel.
There's an assault player coming up behind him here, Bender, with the STG. That means he's got a satchel. He can do some real damage.
Is that garrison on my body?
Oh, and he
Never mind.
shovels
Gets
one.
knife.
The satchel is
Torch
going
has
on.
no idea. Just no idea.
He's going to try and get this too late. They're satcheled.
Oh, absolutely.
Step
He
bro.
just did not pay attention. I can't believe they didn't talk to each other and say, I got knifed in the back.
Tank satchel.
Help me. Look 2 feet to your left.
Yeah, they're
But
done
it's
here.
Gumbo. I mean, these tanks have just been getting satcheled
They keep-
non-stop. That's a big bombing run as
They're
well.
playing very aggressively. I don't know. It's too aggressive
Too
for
aggressive.
Ilford.
Yeah.
It seems like they
Like,
have a
you gotta
garrison.
stay in that pocket of infantry, which would be near the point.
There goes the 76.
Another
Okay,
heavy
you get the
tank is
garrison.
down. The first heavy tank for the Americans goes down.
Ooh, interesting airhead
That's it.
from the Germans here.
Airhead's open, guys.
It is
will say this
wide
could work.
Down on
open.
approach.
It could work.
Oh, this
The
airhead
Americans
might be
Oh,
have
they were spawning.
no garrisons.
really good.
There's something. Dude.
This airhead is
They have no
great
garrisons.
for the Germans here.
That's all I could do.
Americans do have a dedicated defense squad, but that's it.
This
No
airhead is
spawns
going
around
to
it.
let some people out here. It is in a very good position.
OP for Fox. Right
This is not competitive.
Get
This is just
OPs
public.
down. Get OPs down if you take the airhead.
It's on my garrison.
I
mark.
bet you Two-Face did say
need
that he
help.
got shoveled.
Push,
Get out of
push,
there.
push,
Oh,
push,
lol.
push.
Germans are doing a great job here on this attack swarming
Good
approach.
job on defense, Fox.
The main push is getting up there, and this airhead is just going to keep letting out here.
Approach.
Oh,
Oh my
another
God,
big spawn
did you
wave
see
up
that?
there, head.
AP spawn. Balto with the 5 gifted subs. Dude, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Here comes the German push.
This
Into the
airhead,
objective quarter cap.
this airhead is so good. I mean, they've taken this point. There's only a few people
I need
left.
to get that garrison.
The Americans, again, don't have any... Oh, my God, never mind. The Americans have spawned all the way
Almost like
back,
on defense.
about
We're
10 to
starting to cap
15
here.
people coming behind the push of the Germans. Working their way back to defend.
Germans should take this. That airhead is still letting people out. And it is oh, yeah. I mean, the Germans have capped approach here. They will take this.
Halfway cap.
They
Public commentary?
will
Much love,
take
bro.
this, absolutely. Wow.
They are
What
in
a-
the circle.
What a great airhead by this commander.
Americans just running through the wide open from their one back
Soon
spawn.
as we get this cap, if we get it, let's get a supply
Nothing
box
on
down
objective
to get
at
it.
all.
Germans now
burn
flip the script. They are the ones that control the high ground.
It's approximate.
And the U.S. now has to push in from whatever map control they have to the south here.
Yo, She-Wolf, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you. Dude, it's been so long. Sorry, we gotta give a quick shout out, bro. She-Wolf, hope you're having a great day. Thank you for the raid of like 68 friends. Appreciate you. It's been like first stream back. We're streaming. We're doing a shout casting of Hella Loose. If you haven't played Hella Loose, it's a hardcore
They're dropping a
first-person
resupply
World War
truck
II
map,
shooter. There's a lot of
map.
blood and guts, so I hope you enjoy it.
It's like on pocket.
Thank you so much. Flamethrower Mort
Al
goes,
Gore
missed the
Rhythm
shot.
with the shotgun.
Dude,
This
he
is-
is
Taking it down.
shotgunning.
Dude,
he
he's
is the
shredding.
actual Doomslayer here.
Yeah, he is shredding
Nice
people.
cap, guys. Let's
Good. I know,
long time no
Business, wanna
see.
get a Gary
Good
up.
play from the Germans, and they're already on the back cap on church with a couple blueberries
job.
out
They
there.
are
Garrison.
I've got
tapping
supplies
quick.
coming in now.
Okay, we got the Gary. Commander, you want King to place a Gary on this?
Germans continue to go ahead and hold the objective down. Oh,
I
wait!
can't see where it is, but yeah.
Al
if,
Gore put
whatever
a
you're saying now,
satchel before he
more
died
garrisons.
on that bunker. Baiting people in. I don't think T14 does see it. He runs away the opposite way. The Germans getting overconfident now, have no idea, reclaiming the position that Al was at. Are they going to go and fall into this bait? I don't know. I think so. Rinsler falling into the bait here. Mort falling into the bait. They're slowly pushing into this bunker. Do you see this bunker, Southern? Only a couple seconds left here. Oh, no. He put a long timer on this. Oh, they do see it. And he takes it out. You there, Fresh? Hello?
I actually
His
muted
dog.
myself.
Lol.
I was watching all that.
They got the
Oh my god,
satchel
the
there.
Germans all of a sudden here. Garrison set
They
up.
flipped it.
Clean line from train wreck through approach to church.
And
So
just like
30
that, it
seconds.
flipped,
30
man.
seconds
Very
now.
quickly. Church
Great.
now being taken.
The momentum is unreal for this team right now.
The Americans had no garrisons to defend this objective, by the way. Like, nothing. Their garrisons are well over 350 meters
Yeah.
in one way and about 700 meters the other.
Yeah, I mean, the Germans are just free flowing into there right now. They should take this next point even.
Agreed.
Wow, what a flip.
What happened to the good?
On the Commander, I'm gonna get my support guy to drop.
Al
There we
Gore
go.
Rhythm. I can
I'll
just
probably
hear
drop
that
my supplies
shotgun
near
popping
church
off
unless
out
somebody
there.
has a guy there, can get one up.
The church goes down. for the Americans. Germans are successful in capturing it.
Oh, are they?
No!
Yes.
Yes, they did. They just captured it. One more objective for the German forces, which will be Stuckchen Farm. I have no idea how to say that properly. Bergstein Church was just captured. The Germans have a great foothold here. Americans have no spot.
I mean, that's a lot of U.S., though, to the northeast of Church. They got to settle this down before they move on, otherwise they could leave it open.
8 kilo needs to want the supplies. I can drop them.
C-Bizzle moving in. Already coming in onto the objective. I believe this is American artillery now.
It's going to be.
Being dropped.
It will be.
If you're brand new to the game, this is a manual person actually pumping rounds in, measuring out the distance and shooting rounds.
My guy
takes about 20 to 30 seconds to hit.
U.S. starting to get really close to the church strong point here, dude.
On approachers, that's too close.
Oh my God, that already was perfect, right in the dead center.
U.S. starting
Nails
to take the strong point. Germans need to react here. They can't push off this too fast. There's a satchel on the point.
Big satchel.
All right, we gotta focus on defending church now.
They are starting to contest the objective now. Americans starting to go ahead and keep up and capture the objective, recapture the objective.
I mean, Germans just have to turn around and they should be okay, but that's the big step here is they need to turn around. They have both sides of the church occupied, just not that kind of north side of it where the leftovers were from the cap.
The Americans are just taking the long road across the entire forest here. They are so far. You can see this. They're just flooding in from their last objective, the farm, all the way to church.
I'm not too worried about it, though.
It doesn't look like the U.S. really built too many spawns to the north of church here, so as they go down...
They didn't build anything.
Yeah, so the Germans should be okay here. They're starting to fall back on church real good, and that's a lot of numbers coming in.
It's a lot of distance the Americans have to cover at the moment. So the Germans are going to have a good 3-4 minutes to recover and stabilize this objective. It's just scattered infantry pushing in and a big infantry wave coming in now. But they're so far at the moment.
They do need to get a garrison down.
You got a Gary marked up there.
On church.
What's that looking like?
This is a pretty solid push coming off the front line, but I mean that's a solid 200 meters away.
It's got a Gary marked.
I just marked it because someone else did for my team.
Copy.
There's infantry over here, but I don't think they have a Gary.
All right, Germans have taken back church, which is good for them. Recon coming over church and farm.
Hard caps. This is going to show a lot of U.S. infantry on it. And there's the snail trail from farm to church, the whole team.
Hey, yo.
The Germans now know where the whole U.S. team is, so this should be interesting.
Tree cutter and Sir Goat. Oh my God. In the bunker. Dude, this is a giant amount of infantry just funneling and beelining it right to church.
Yep. I mean, there's not much in their way right now.
I want to get another Gary up north.
They could get pretty close to this.
You have to drop supplies here.
The Germans are kind of just ignoring it and going around it here to the south.
Oh my, dude, the amount of people I've seen just explode through mines.
I mean, this could be a sneaky attack from the Germans here, but that requires them holding off this giant push. There is a Panzer IV almost to farm here. C-Bizzle shitting his pants right now. Getting surrounded. Takes down one. Gets saved by friendly infantry. And that garrison is now wide open here. This is going to be a German bombing run over the last point with a pretty solid push. They have a tank to follow it.
Let's see this bombing run. said it. A bombing run over the last objective.
Bombing run over the
I
last
hear the
objective with the tank
TZ4.
and infantry following it in here. This could
here
be
he
deadly.
is. Panzer IV.
This could be really
rolling
deadly.
in. Big spawn wave by the Americans as well. Here it comes. Americans scattering.
Takes down a couple.
There, Gary, with my
They're going
I think it did
all
get their Garrison.
in on the attack here with an airhead to follow.
Airhead, though. That's probably
An
gonna take it
actual
down.
blitzkrieg by the Germans coming up to the last objective farm. The garrison is down for the Americans.
Panzer IV.
Armor starting to roll in.
The Japanese thing.
Panzer IV holding it down.
I'll fight you for it, though.
There's a
We can
very
discuss
aggressive
about
airhead
it.
now coming in from the Germans.
This Panzer IV just has beautiful line of sight here on the very
Absolutely.
south,
AT's
allowing his whole
Yep.
German military to come in from the north side.
AT
Americans
can't
have
touch him,
nothing
dude.
left.
Yeah, AT can't touch
No.
him.
Oh,
Whoa.
big tank.
What was that?
You got a medium German rolling up to contest.
It is
He's
marked.
in the field adjacent.
Airhead
Move
touching
it up.
down right
Can
in
he
front of
take
it.
this Panzer IV? If he can take this Panzer IV out, the Americans could hold. But if he can't, that's it.
I think he just blew up the airhead. No, airhead's up. He's rolling right over the airhead. Looks like he's prioritizing the airhead. Panzer IV's pushing up on. Panzer IV misses. Airhead's down. He's prioritizing the airhead. He's getting satcheled.
Panzer IV rolling up here, right in front of the Sherman.
There's one hit in.
Sherman hits, oh, ricochets, yeah. Hits a tree, trying to focus the Panzer IV.
There it goes.
Not enough.
They got the
Panzer
airhead,
IV.
though. During this time, though, Church is open for a U.S. attack. Germans are going all in on attack on farm here. And they're starting to cap.
There you go. Germans blitzkrieging their way in. Greyhound, I think. No, what the? Lovemonger riding a Jeep into battle.
This is looking like it might be
What
end of the
the-
game here. This is a big push
You
from the
see this-
Germans. I do see
You see
it.
the Kuba wagon?
I
What
did
is
see
going
it.
on here? He's going right in. Behind enemy lines. Germans continue to go ahead and push this objective.
They've lit the strong point on fire here while the Panzer IV continues to shell it.
These flamethrowers are great because they almost make like a designated target.
I know.
Jumping on church shape.
This looks like the
Help
Germans
with the
will
tank,
take this
though.
point. The U.S. are trying to stop the push with MG fire, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
I don't think so. The Americans are too far off the
Yeah,
base,
fellas.
and
Let's go
the
get in there,
Germans
finish it
own
off.
that entire block
They're
of
still
the
in there.
farm.
Go watch it.
Halfway cap for the Germans. Germans absolutely used the blitzkrieg to their advantage. Bombing run, armor, and moved in with infantry. Textbook infantry push there.
Wow, this all happened with that midpoint flip. They just had the momentum.
Super fast.
Yeah, they didn't let the foot off the gas.
Americans looked like they had it,
They did.
but they just did not prioritize those back garrisons.
No.
Tank, we should try to push with us inside the circle.
3/4 cap for the Germans.
They
Americans,
will
Yeah,
take
I'm
this. I mean,
trying.
it's a big push coming up.
Trees over the moment.
Roger.
Yeah, they have squad on squad running into the strong point right now to secure this win.
That's how you play Hill 400, boys.
Easy 5-0, GG's.
I've
Flamethrower
never
torching the
been right
rest
on
of the
top.
American infantry.
That's great.
Germans just
They got right on
absolutely
top of it with the
decimated that last
RPGs,
two objectives there. I mean, very well done.
Panzer IV's now
That was
coming
a
to the
great
party.
battle.
Yeah,
That was a really great battle, honestly.
absolutely. That was a good match.
Very well done.